Hey everyone, welcome back to the Craftsman's Guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at these rocky, cliffy, craggy hills. They're a great way to add some elevation to your combats and encounters, and I wanted to make a transition from these trees into sort of a plains sort of biome. These are really easy to make. There's a couple techniques which I want to show you guys. So let's get to it. Wah! Alright, let's begin. First, grab your board and cut it down to a size you want to use. I used a relatively large board because I wanted to make some extras for a future project. Then move on to marking out some sections, and then roughly cut them out. Once you've got your pieces, grab a knife and begin to make a checkerboard on the edges of each piece. You only want to cut a couple of millimeters into the foam. This is going to give a sort of illusion of layers in the stone. And pulling out the most trusty weapon of all, grab a butter knife and begin sort of chipping away. You want to sort of pull the rocks out in these nice square formations, so it has this sort of craggy pattern. The leftover mess could be used as bricks for ruins. Now we're going to texture using an aluminium bowl. Make sure you get every surface with this, even the craggy bits. Once that's done, line up your layers and begin to glue them down. I forgot to record the video of me putting down the PVA for the next step, so here's a clip of me liberating some stones from a driveway. Place them around where you think they look good, and then sprinkle over the sandy rocks. Once that's dried, grab the Modge Podge, mix some black paint in, and begin to cover all of the surfaces. This will seal in the stone. You'll then want to find a dark grey and begin to heavily dry brush over all surfaces with this. Once the base coat's down, grab a tan, mix it in with a grey, and then lightly dry brush those top edges. Oh yeah! I wanted to see how it looked with some brown on the rocky bits, and I liked it so much I decided to put it across all the surfaces. I just lightly brushed it on, so it looked a little dirty. Once happy, I grabbed the PVA and began to layer it across most of the flat surfaces. You want to leave a lot of the rocky textures peeking through, so go through with a brush and spread it. Make sure you lightly dab across the rocks so that you don't completely cover them. Then, with the forest flocking, just begin to spread it absolutely everywhere, including over some of the sides. That's going to take a bit to dry, so grab your hot glue and begin making mushroom heads in advance. I want these hills to match up with the same terrain as I made in my last video, so I went with the same biome and color scheme as I did with that. For your own, throw in some purple, some blues, some whites, some pinks. It looks great. While the paint dries, grab some twine, unravel the ends, and snip off about 1 centimeter. Dab a little bit of PVA and place them in to make some really nice grass tufts. Make sure you split the fibre so it has a really grassy aesthetic. Once that everything's dry, place your mushrooms, tap off any excess flocking, and you're done. Let's take a look. Hey, you've made it to the end. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing. Let me know down below what you want to see next. Even like the video. Check out my channel for more, and if I could inspire some creativity, I'll see you in the next adventure.